Hello friends. Welcome to Energistat YouTube channel. In this video, we will look into the power demand across the country during the period of 27th June 2021 to 9th July 2021. This period has seen a series of all-time high peak demand, expressed in megawatt, and energy demand, expressed in million units or in short MUs. Let us first take a look at national peak demand during this period. The peak demand breached the previous high of 189.6 gigawatt, which was met on 31st January 2021, 6 times in the last 13 days. At first, it reached a level of 191.5 gigawatt on 30th June, which then rose to 192.1 gigawatt on 5th July, rising again to 197 gigawatt on 6th July and finally reached a level of 200.5 gigawatt on 7th July 2021. All these peaks were seen during the daytime, with the level of 200 gigawatt being met at noon time of 12:01 p.m. Moving forward to regional demands. We found that the northern region breached the level of peak demand almost every day in this period, with the new peak level being 7 to 7 megawatt on 7th July at 12:14 p.m., the same day when there was a national peak of this season. However, other four regions, which include eastern, western, southern and northeastern regions, remained below the level of their previous peak. This clearly indicates that the peak demand was driven by the northern region, which contributed mainly because of the high temperature and increased demand of pump irrigation, both resulting from late monsoon season in the region. This time experiences sowing of kharif crops like rice. Rice, being a water-intensive crop, requires a lot of water, which is usually met through rain water during monsoon season. But due to the delay in monsoon in western part of the northern region, the irrigation was mainly done through pumps, resulting in sudden increase in power demand in the region. This is even supported by the data on the state variation in power demand. So, here is a view on peak demand scenario across states. In the northern region, Chandigarh, Haryana, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh breached their previous peak demand. Not only this, states of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh saw shortages in meeting the maximum demand almost every day, with Punjab facing a shortage of 1550 megawatt on 29th June 2021. When we talk of states in other regions, just Bihar, a state which falls in eastern region, broke the level of previous peak demand and set a new high demand of 6868 megawatt, that too on 9th July, from the previous demand of 6213 megawatt. However, all other states remained below their respective previous high. Now, let us focus on energy demand. The energy demand has breached the previous high of 4,160 million units, which was met on 8 April 2021. This level has been continuously breached since 29th June. The highest energy demand was 4,508 million units on 7th July, the same day when the peak demand crossed 200 gigawatt level. Moving forward to regional demands. We found that northern region breached the level of energy demand on most days in this period, with a new high being 1642 million units on 7th July, the same day when there was national peak of this season. However, other four regions, which include eastern, western, southern and northeastern regions, remained below the level of their previous peak. This again indicates that higher energy demand was also driven by northern region. This can also be spotted when we see state-wise trend for energy demand. Now, we will zoom into states to see energy demand trend during this time. In the northern region, Chandigarh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh breached their previous high in terms of energy demand. The states of Punjab, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan, along with Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, faced a lot of energy shortage during this period, with Punjab facing maximum energy shortage of 25.15 million units on 30th June, which reduced to 15.31 million units on 8th July and further to 10.20 million units on 9th July. The reason for such a spike in energy demand was told earlier in this video. When we talk of states in other regions, some other states have also followed the trend of peaking the energy demand during this period. Gujarat surpassed its previous highest energy demand on 9th July, with a level of 410.4 million units, from previous high being 409.5 million units. Furthermore, Bihar, a state in eastern region, broke the level of previous highest energy demand of 124.7 million units and met 126.3 million units on 6 July. Even Assam, a state in the north-eastern region, met the highest ever energy demand of 38.30 million units on 9 July. Let us now see the energy and peak demand shortages at national level. As both energy and peak demand saw peak on the same day, that is on 7 July 2021, it was expected that the most shortage would also have happened on the same day. But the finding is contrary in this regard. Maximum peak demand and energy demand shortages occurred on the same day, which was 30th June. Now, we will look into the power generation mix and outage of generating plants in this period. To begin with, we looked into power plant outages during this period. We found that the outage declined from around 74 gigawatt on 27th June to 58.5 gigawatt on 8th July. This means that the outage was reduced in order to meet the increasing power demand in the country. The state sector plants have more share in the generating plant outage when compared to central plants. Now, we will see the generation mix and role of renewable energy in it. As usual, there is some gap in between the actual power generation and energy met during the period. From the graph, it is clear that coal power generation followed the energy met curve, while hydropower generation almost remained the same throughout the period. One of the interesting points to note is that the generation from hydro sources always remained more than that from renewable sources, despite the more installed capacity from renewable sources in the country. As per CEA data as on 30th June 2021, renewable energy installed capacity is around 97 gigawatt, which is more than double the installed capacity for hydropower, which has capacity of 46 gigawatt only. As renewable energy is variable source, the daily generation curve is also mixed, which can be seen in this graph. The share of coal in total power generation remained above 60%, while that of renewable remained below 15%. At last, let us see the trend in power generation from renewable sources. Wind power saw a huge variation, mainly due to different wind speeds in different regions. Solar power was variable, but less variable when compared to wind power. However, the power from other sources almost remained constant, but their share was very less. Based on the above data analysis, we have some interesting findings supported by these data. Point number 1, DISCOMs need to work on improving demand estimation, which can help in improving load generation balance. In this, SLDCs can be very helpful. Otherwise, the states will have to either buy power from exchanges or will face energy shortages during some pockets of a day. Point number 2, holistic planning for generation mix. The share of renewable in total power generation is still very low, around 10 to 14% on a daily basis, despite having a share of more than 20% in total installed capacity in the country. Point number 3, better grid management, along with above things, can help to meet the peak demand, both in terms of megawatt or million units, very easily without any shortage of power for any state or region. What do you think needs to be done at national and state level to cope up with such situations and the role of DISCOMs in that? Do comment below to let us know about your views.